Ready to jump into the fast lane? I'm Penny Lane and In the Driver's Seat starts now. Welcome to In the Driver's Seat, where each episode we take you on a journey into the lives of industry trailblazers and entrepreneurs who've carved their unique paths to success. In this episode, we meet the minds behind the business providing unmatched luxury car experiences across Europe and the world. Joining me now is Anthony Moss and Julie Hunter of Ultimate Driving Tours. Good morning.
Hi, Penny.
Hello.
Good morning.
So first up, Anthony, what is Ultimate Driving Tours all about?
Yeah, well, Ultimate Driving Tours is all about driving the world's most amazing cars on simply the best roads in the world. And our difference is we pair the best driving roads and the best cars with incredible hotels, amazing food and wine, and just an overall experience. So we bring the love of travel, the love of driving, the love of these magnificent motor vehicles all together for the Ultimate Driving Tour.
Looks absolutely amazing. Now, Jules, do you have to be a supercar owner yourself to go on one of these tours?
Absolutely not. I mean, we've had everyone from someone who's never driven any of these cars before to people who perhaps own them all. So whether you're just new to the car world or you just love food and wine and beautiful destinations and experiences, then we have something that really suits everybody.
You do. So how did the business start? How did you create it?
Yeah, well, it's going back 17 years now. The business started, and I had a business in Australia. We ran car rallies and events, and I really wanted to see the world, to drive on the roads in Switzerland and see the Nürburgring in Germany, and drive these fabled roads that you read and watched when I was a bit younger. So it's evolved a lot over those 17 years from the quintessential boys driving trip. Now it's something that Julie and I have been able to build together as a couple, and it really is focused around couples, which is an amazing thing because like Julie was saying, you don't need to be a car enthusiast. I mean, you have to be an enthusiast. You don't need to be be able to drive one of these. We'll show you how to drive one of the cars, but pairing it with some of the best hotels in the world and the food and wine and other experiences, historic tours and city tours, etc. That makes it a lot of fun. So it's been an evolution over quite a long time.
Yeah, you really are a superstar couple. I've seen you guys in action and you really are, you work so well together. Now, Jules, is these tours now only in Europe or are they in other places in the world?
Primarily in Europe, so we have our own fleet of supercars that are based out of Munich in Germany. However, we do run events in Australia and we're also moving more into the American market over the coming years as well. So we should be operational in the US next year.
Wow, that would be fantastic. I've done a couple of your tours and I was absolutely blown away with them. I would highly recommend them to anybody. Now, how much of the time would you say that you spend driving when you're on one of your tours?
It depends on the tour, but normally what we like to do is split the driving up into quarters throughout the day. So we have, we drive to a nice coffee stop, then we have a beautiful lunch together, then we have an afternoon drive. So, part of the day is driving, part of it is experiencing the scenery, beautiful lunches, dinners, etc. as well. But a typical tour would probably run out to between 3 and 5 days of driving. All up really, and a lot of the tours now we do a half day driving, or we might have a day off in the middle of the tour as well. So that's something that's been really popular as we've evolved this business over the last several years.
And how do you plan the routes?
Well, a lot of research. We spend a lot of time here in Europe. I mean, we essentially live here in Europe now, and if we're not on tour, we're researching. So you know, a lot of our clients give us a bit of good-natured ribbing that we have to go and eat all the meals and stay in all the hotels. You know, it's not quite like that, but we do spend a lot of time driving. Obviously, you know, with the advent of technology, with Google Maps, for instance, we spend a lot of time there, but really there's no substitute to actually going and driving the roads and actually experiencing it. So from a guest perspective.
And how big are the groups that are on the tours?
They range from around sort of 12 to 24 guests, typically around sort of 16 guests, and driving 8 supercars across the 3 to 4 days of driving. We do have a larger event, which is around the Monaco Grand Prix. So we have up to 30 guests on that experience. There's two driving tours that run backwards and forwards before and after the Grand Prix. And then, of course, we have the super yacht for the Monaco Formula One weekend, which is quite an incredible experience.
Amazing. Never been on a super yacht in my life. One thing that I did find when I was on the tours was the amazing people that I met and such varied characters. Tell us a little bit about the people that are on the tours.
Yeah, well, it's something incredible about what we do, because obviously it attracts, you know, people who have been very successful in their businesses and their lives. And I think the key of what we do is that people are using our experience as a reward for them as well. It's not just a holiday. It's not somewhere where you go and sit on a beach or you go on safari and you're watching things. You're actually part of the action. So, you know, people that it attracts are generally adventurous types for sure. But definitely, it you know, there is an element to the trip where it's you know, a little bit it pumps the blood. You know, you've got to sit behind the wheel of these vehicles. We have a very experienced team of professionals that show you how to drive the cars. It's not a rally, it's not a race or anything like that. It's a relaxed drive, and you drive at your own skill and ability, and we help you just get a little bit more out of it. So it definitely brings very interesting people from all over the world, and you know, we're very lucky and honoured to be able to host these experiences for these kinds of people.
And sometimes you have actual rally car drivers, don't you, take the guests on tours. Tell us a little bit about that, because that was one of the things that I absolutely loved.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, one of our top driving instructors, I guess, or our hosts is Dean Herridge, who's an Australian rally champion. We actually had Molly Taylor as well on tour this year, who is another Australian rally champion as well. And then we have a host of staff, I guess, of instructors. Instructors is the wrong word for us, the wrong connotation, because you know, the guests are driving the vehicles. We just help you get the most out of your driving. And if we can give you a few tips and hints along the way, and we can take you possibly on the experience you did, where you get a little bit of an extra experience with, you know, as a passenger. But that was a little bit different to what we do now here in Europe.
And Jules, whereabouts in America do you think you'll go?
I think we'll sort of be anywhere the beautiful driving roads are. So Napa Valley, Colorado, upstate New York, Montana and Utah, sort of comparable to what we do in Europe, where you're really into beautiful wine areas and beautiful alpine driving areas.
And it's not just for the men, is it, Jules? There's lots of women that get behind the wheel as well, which I was really impressed with.
Absolutely. I mean, we really like to foster a sense of community with the driving, and to make sure it's an inclusive and encouraging environment for everybody to jump in and have a bit of experience behind the wheel.
And just quickly, because we're almost out of time, but out of all of the places that you do, which for both of you, this is too, what's your favourite location?
Well, for me, we go to Tuscany later in the year, which is October, and it's just it's a very special place, because it surrounds around Florence. You go south there, and all the rolling landscapes. It's really like a postcard, and it's something that you know, I think has the best pairing of for me, beautiful roads, amazing hotels, but incredible food and wine. And so Tuscany is a destination that I really love.
Is that the same for you, Jules?
I love France. So we've just finished our French tour. Actually, the morning after we've concluded our drive, it starts down in Lyon, and it's really food and wine centric. So we visit some incredible destinations. We go to Paul Bocuse, which is one of the most iconic French restaurants in the world, and we drive up through the Beaujolais, Burgundy, and Champagne wine regions, and finish up in Champagne with a beautiful day out visiting some of the famed maisons. So I really love this experience.
And that's where you are at the moment, in Champagne?
We're just down in Epinay at the moment.
Yeah. Is there any famous landmarks or anything that you look forward to seeing when you're on the tours?
We visit some really beautiful destinations and cities. I mean, for me, Monaco Grand Prix weekend is just incredible. Having a super yacht in the harbour and being amongst the glitz and the glamour and the atmosphere is I don't think you can beat that weekend. It's probably my favourite weekend in the calendar.
Yeah,
but for me, it's the Swiss Alps. For me, is just one, or the Alps in general, because a lot of our tours are centred around alpine type driving roads, and the Swiss Alps and across into Italy and France. Once you're in the mountains, you can see some of these photos, some of these videos that you're watching. It's just incredible up there, and it's just something really special to be around the mountains, I think. It
really is the chance of a lifetime to do something like that. Where can people find out more about what you guys do?
You're welcome to head to our website, ultimatedrivingtours.com. We're on all of the socials as well, and if anyone reaches out, our team will be in touch.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much, guys.
Thank you for having us, Penny. It's lovely to see you.
You too. Thanks for watching In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by the Perfect Cosmetics Company. Join me next time to learn from more industry legends about how you can take the wheel and steer your life in the right direction.
You're watching Ticker. We'll have more in just a few minutes.